friends, I'm back with a new lesson. Well, the other day I met a very old friend of mine and she asked me, what do you do? So I told her I teach English, and then she said, wow, that's great. So how long have you been teaching English? So I told her, in July 2015, I will have been teaching English for 5 years. Well, don't get confused, it's very simple. I used the future perfect continuous tense. Well, a lot of people don't use it, it's not very common. But let me tell you one thing, it's very simple. So in today's lesson, we are going to learn how to use the future perfect continuous tense, okay? So first thing, let's understand, when we talk about the future tense, we are talking about an action that is not on. So you anticipate, you assume that things are going to happen in the future. So why and when do we use the future perfect tense? Now in my first example, I'll have been teaching English for 2 years in May 2015. So first let's understand, when do we use the future perfect continuous tense? We use it for longer actions that are going to be extended or that extend to a specific time in the future. Now today we are not in May yet, okay? So May is the future, so that's the specific time in the future. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, I'm saying that I will have been teaching for 2 years in May 2015. So we have a specific time in the future, okay? Now why do I use I will have been teaching? That's because I started in the past, okay, and even currently I am still teaching, and this action is going to be extended in this specific time in the future. Okay, so to show the continuity of the action that has been going on for a long period and that is going to continue in the future, we use the future perfect continuous tense. The structure is will have been with the verb in the ing form, in the continuous form, to show that in the future, so I have the future I will, this action is going to go on even in the future. So to show longer actions that have been happening and are going to extend to a specific time in the future, we use the future perfect continuous, okay? So in my next sentence, he'll have been waiting for 1 hour by the time I meet him, okay? So now I'm supposed to meet this friend, I'm late, he's already waiting. So supposing he started waiting for me at 10 a.m. I'm going to reach there at 11 a.m. So by the time I reach, okay, or by the time I meet him, this is the specific future time, okay. So by the time I meet him, so I'm talking about a future time, it could be 1 hour from now, he will have been waiting for 1 hour. So when I reach there at 11 o'clock, okay, when I meet him at 11, he's going to tell me, well, this is going to be the case. He will have been waiting for 1 hour. Alright, it could be 10:30 now, but he started waiting at 10. I'm going to meet him at 11. So for me, when I look at my watch, I'm going to be, oh God, he'll have been waiting for 1 hour by the time I meet him. Alright, so the action, it's a longer action that is going to be extended when? By the time I meet him. So this is where we use the future perfect continuous tense. Okay, so now supposing I want to put it in a question. I want to make a question. All you need to do is remove the will, that's an auxiliary verb, bring it before the subject. So will he have been waiting, and put a question mark. Okay, in case of a negative, you say he will not have been waiting. Alright. Now let's take a look at the last sentence, next month. Now again, next month is the future. Okay, so I'm talking about a specific time period in the future. Next month, I will have been working here for 10 years. Okay, so 10 years is the longer action right? So when currently I'm still working, I started probably 9 years 11 months ago. Okay, so next month I'm going to be completing my 10th year. So 10 years is a long action. I want to tell you, I started 10 years ago, currently I am still working, and in future to a specific time period next month I will have been working here for 10 years. So you can't say I will be working or I am working or I will be there. You know, when you want to show an action, a longer action extended to a specific time period in the future, always use the will, have been and the verb in the ing form to speak about an action that's extended to a future specific time period. Alright friends, so this is how you use the future perfect continuous tense. Well, it's as simple as that, and this brings me to the end of the lesson. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Now that you know when to use it, please use the future perfect continuous as and when required. I'll be back soon with a new lesson. Till then, take care and bye.